Spotnitz here, who's the writer and producer of The X-Files, I want to believe. Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Good to have you with us here. Now, we're here live on the internet, and we're asking you questions that people out there in America watching this live have sent in. So, here are a couple questions. Why do you think hardcore X-Files fans of the television series will embrace I Want to Believe?
I hope they'll embrace it because it's about Mulder and Scully. Because that's always been the greatest strength of the X-Files is Mulder and Scully and David and Gillian, and we really focus on them and their relationship. I have to say I'm really pleased to be doing this because I know all the people that are watching this are the diehard fans from all over the world who would like to be here tonight and can't. So it gives me great pleasure to be able to do this right now.
Oh, that's sweet. You're a fan yourself.
You know, I watched the show for a year before I started writing for it. So I understand that kind of loyalty to the show.
Excellent. Well, we have another question. What was the hardest part about writing the movie, The X-Files, I Want to Believe?
You know, it wasn't that hard, I have to say. Chris and I connected with the characters really quickly and were surprised how much we had to say. And it was kind of a nice surprise. You know, if you do a show for as long as we did, you might think, oh, you're starting to run out. And it was like the well was so full. We had more than we could possibly say in one movie. I think my only frustration is it was only one movie, one story. And I know there's many, many stories people would like to see, and we can only tell one.
Well, you may have future opportunities. We have a couple more questions from fans. Do you have a favorite monster or episode from the television series?
Gosh, I have so many favorites, because the X-Files was so many different types of stories. I mean, I certainly loved Home and Clyde Bruckman, all the Darren Morgan episodes, the Vince Gilligan episodes, Bad Blood, Dwayne Barry, Postmodern Prometheus. Memento Mori is my favorite conspiracy episode, but there are many, many more.
Okay. Hard to choose. Hard to choose. All right, here's another one from the fans. Why do you think The X-Files is still so popular after all these years? I mean, it's been 6 years.
I've always thought The X-Files could go on forever if there was an audience, because it's about what we don't understand. It's a perfect storytelling vehicle to believer skeptic. But all of us, even skeptics like I am, sense there is a mystery about life. There's more than we can make sense of. And that's what the X-Files deals with. So it could go on forever if there was an audience for it.
All right. Besides old horror movies, where else do you get your inspiration for episodes?
It's always the hardest question to answer because ideas come and you don't really know where they came from. I actually rarely look to horror movies because it's usually pretty well traveled if it's been made into a horror movie. I read science magazines, I read the newspaper, I just try to remain well read. I read all manner of things. I've gotten ideas from cookbooks, believe it or not. But when I'm really stuck, I think about being a child and I think about what scared me as a child, and that's never failed me yet.
Sort of like Stephen King's Boys in the Basement. Think back to your primal fears. Okay, we have one from X-Filey in Boston. That's correct. He wants to know, will Mulder and Scully have any more children?
Well, you know, there's a big hole in both their hearts because they had a child they had to give up. And while this is not an alien mythology story, it certainly deals with that. And I think when you see the movie, you'll understand how we've done that. But whether they'll have any more children is another movie.
All right, so cryptic, you guys. All right, Antonio Scully wants to know, why does Mulder hate... Oh, sorry. Antonio wants to know, why does Mulder hate being called Fox?
Why does he hate being called Fox? You know, I don't think... but Mulder and Scully have always called each other Mulder and Scully, and that has not changed.
They're very professional. They're keeping it at a distance. So much, Frank. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh, we got one more desperate fan at home. Want to send this one in? All right. X-Files fan wants to know, with all those episodes, did you ever get writer's block? And how to cure that? Because you're probably an inspiration, I know you are, to a lot of writers out there, science fiction, television, film, and you can see it on TV, how you've inspired them. And how do you cure that?
You know, I've never had what I would call writer's block.
Oh.
Not once. I'll tell you why, though. If you have a deadline, you can't. I get stuck. I have a problem I can't sort out. But that's not writer's block. But I think there's nothing like a deadline to clear the mind. And if anybody thinks they have writer's block, just make yourself a real deadline that has consequences, and I guarantee it'll go away.
Good advice for all the budding science fiction writers out there. Thank you so much, Frank Spotnitz. I appreciate